What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. And in today's video I am going to be discussing UFC fighters if they were politicians for different countries. Now I'm gonna be discussing which fighters do I think could potentially be the directed leader of their country, and for some of the countries with more representatives, I'll be talking about especially with America, I'll be talking about fighters who might take up different roles in the political system. But yeah, I've got a bunch of fighters here. I've got some on just their own slide by themselves. I've got some together. But yeah, we are going to be talking about this in the spirit of the election. You know, whether you're a pro-Trump supporter or a pro-Kamala supporter, in which case I'm not sure there's many of them watching the video, but anyway, hi if you're there. But yeah, we're going to be talking about this because I need content ideas and the election just happened, so fucking it might get some views, who knows, we'll see. Anyway, let's start off with the representatives of the American political system in the UFC. Now, right off the bat, let's start off with two guys who were friends and now appear to not like each other. I'm talking, of course, about Chris Curtis and Sean Strickland. And these two, if they ran for political office, would be running in the state of Nevada. Now, if you know anything about, I guess, the US, the way the US voting system works, is different states are kind of awarded different, things is the word I was looking for, based off their population. But sometimes the population doesn't matter as much, and certain states just come down to being like swing states and stuff. Now, in this election, it didn't really matter because Trump fucking 50-45 to Kamala. We're talking in MMA terms, obviously, here, but Nevada is considered a swing state, and that has been a state that has gone between Democrat and Republican in the past. So, we all know Sean Strickland, definitely safe to say is a Republican, voted for Trump, and safe to say Chris Curtis is a Democrat. So, I'm saying we see these two run against each other, we see who can win even if neither of these two were actually running for like a major system. I just want to see get the state of Nevada and these two just politically campaign as president, but just for I think they call it a governor. I assume governor of Nevada. I don't know that much about American politics, I'm going to be honest. But yeah, see if these two ran against each other for governor of fucking Nevada or leader of Nevada, who would win. I'm pretty confident Strickland would win, but maybe, Curtis would be popular, I'm not sure. But yeah, this would be a good test to see. Honestly, I'm all for just abandoning a proper political system because clearly the world's cooked anyway, so let's just have some fun with it and just get some UFC fighters in political positions and see what happens, because I think that'd be good fun. It'd go to shit very quickly, but it'd be good fun, it'd be good content while it lasted. Anyway, let's move on though to another few fighters. We got three more representatives who would run in different states of America. Obviously, Colby Covington in Florida, Bryce Mitchell in Arkansas, and then Max Hollywood in Hawaii. I don't know, obviously it's pretty safe to say Trump, or I should say Mitchell and Colby are aligned with Trump politically. I'm not too sure about Holloway. Maybe Holloway's more left-leaning, I don't know, because there was the thing of him wearing swapping clothes with his wife and wearing a dress. I don't know, that doesn't mean necessarily that you're a leftist, but I don't know what the deal is with Holloway. Someone let me know if he's openly stated his political kind of leaning. But regardless, that's why I haven't put a party here, but just in terms of these guys that I think would run in distinct states. Now, I could fucking do this. If you wanted, it's drag as fuck and it'll probably just be a dead video, but I could do a thing every single state who would be the fucking representative, but I don't know if every state even has a representative in the UFC, and I don't know, it'd just probably be pretty drag. But yeah, these three I think would definitely run in their respective states, and probably get some votes, to be honest, because America is just retarded, so they're gonna vote for clearly underqualified fucking politicians. I think Trump's a better option than Kamala at this stage, but he was, let's not ignore, when he got elected in 2016, he was a fucking former reality TV, movie star. He's not a long-standing politician. Some of these guys, some of these politicians are just what the fuck are we doing here? But, no, I think it would be pretty funny to see Colby or Bryce Mitchell or Holloway get in office. I want to see a UFC fighter, win a position of power in the politics system. It would just be kind of funny. Anyway, let's move on to a few more fighters. Now, next up, we got two more nominations for the Democrat Party, and that's Tyron Woodley and Khalil Roundtree. Now, Woodley, I think he was very politically kind of, outspoken around the time of the George Floyd situation, you can call it. And Khalil Roundtree, from the stories we've told, does seem like a more left-leaning person. I don't know, maybe Khalil's based, I'm not sure. But I don't know, Strickland's just made him out to be like a liberal, so I don't know. I'm just going to assume Khalil's a Democrat. Maybe correct me if I'm wrong. I cannot be bothered doing research here, so there's going to be someone in the comments being like, actually, I don't care, shut up. It's just for the video, it's not that deep. Anyway, Khalil Roundtree, Tyron Woodley. I think Tyron Woodley's from Missouri. I don't know if Missouri... I think Missouri's a swing state, isn't it? Correct me if I'm... Is Missouri a swing state, chat? Or... I don't know why I'm saying chat. Is Missouri a swing state, or is that like a more red state? I'm not sure. I think Trump won it pretty convincingly this year, didn't he? But, yeah, I don't know where Khalil's from. I think he's just from Vegas, too. I don't know if he's born somewhere else. But, yeah, these two, I think, would both be nominations for the Democrat Party. But now let's... who cares about Republicans and Democrats? Let's just talk about overall country representatives as we move outside of the USA and we go to the southern border. You know, in the spirit of Trump getting reelected, let's talk about the border. Anyway, let's talk about Mexico. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but I promise you, man, I'll get through the border someday, man. Brandon Moreno, rate the impression. Chat, was that good? But anyway, Moreno versus Yair, Moreno or Yair Rodriguez, these are really the two notable Mexican fighters. Cejudo ain't Mexican, clearly he's fucking disowned Mexico, he hates Mexico. I don't know, like Cain Velasquez, let's get him out of fucking jail or whatever, get him running things down beside the border, or below the border, I guess, I don't know. But Moreno and Yair are the only two really active Mexican fighters that are notable. So yes, maybe I do some deep digging and find out that fucking, I don't know. Actually, to be fair, I forgot. Ronaldo Rodriguez is unbelievably based. Lazy boy. Fucking, we know he's got some interesting things to say, so I forgot about him, but he's an inclusion here. Lazy boy could definitely, maybe not be like the president or prime minister, I don't know what the fucking title is in Mexico, but Lazy boy would be like a fucking secretary of state or some shit, or he'd be like a minister of foreign affairs, or something like that, I don't know. But yeah, Yair, Moreno, let me know who you guys think would be the elected leader if these two ran against each other. I don't know who would be like more popular in Mexico. I think Moreno is more kind of beloved in the country, but he's also like a midget. I don't know if they'd let a midget be how tall. I mean, all Mexicans are pretty short guys, to be honest. But yeah, one of these two. I mean, you could maybe get like an Anthony Hernandez, but even he's former Mexican, you know. He got past the border, he escaped, you know, Tatsuro Taira let him past. But yeah, I mean, you could just do like, get the whole just abandon like proper leadership and just get the cartel running things, get Edgar Shires in charge, fucking drug minister or whatever, I don't know. He was a lawyer for the cartel, I'm pretty sure. Fun fact of the day. Let me know if I'm wrong there, but I think they said that on the broadcast recently. Edgar Shires was a lawyer for the cartel. So, we got fucking Better Call Shires here, or whatever his name is. But yeah, Mexico, Yair Moreno, Ronaldo Rodriguez, maybe, I don't know, fucking, who's the lanky dude that Rubovich beat? Zellhuber. Could do him as well. Torres, maybe. I don't know. There's a lot of Mexicans. You guys choose who you think would be the best representative. Let's move on, though, to the other side of the border up north in the land of the soys. Look, for Canada, I did not care to do my research and find out if there's any actually, like, based Canadians. Because realistically, if there are, none of them are going to get fucking elected. So, Mike Malott, you might be based, I'm not sure, but you lost to Neil Magny. So, you're pretty soy in my books. Me personally, I'm not getting TKO'd by Magny in the third. Like, I'm at least making it to a decision with that guy. But Mike Malott, sorry, did I say Michael Morales before that as well? Mike Malott, they both just fought Magny back-to-back, that's the reason. But yeah, Mike Malott, he's Canadian. You know, GSP, I'd love to say GSP, but there's no chance they'd elect him as an actually good rep. They're not electing a good representative to the male youth. Like, they're just not going to do that. So yeah, they're gonna elect Mike Malott, and then they're gonna play daily videos of him getting TKO'd by Magny to the youth to be like, yeah, I don't know, some fucking thing, I don't know, some part of their education system, like, this is what homosexuality looks like. I'm not sure what fucking Canada's doing in their schools, but yeah, Mike Malott probably would be the Canadian president, prime minister, whatever the fuck they have over there. Trudeau's the guy right now, ain't there? Trudeau looks pretty similar to Malott, or am I bugging? I can't be fact checking, right? I'm just going to assume they look similar. Both white people. Like, they probably look similar. Anyway, let's move on, though, to another country. Let me tell you something, my brother. We need to do something about these illegal immigrants, my brother. This is a fucking disgrace. Moicano would be an excellent representative of the political and economic state of the world right now. No, he'd be a great representative for Brazil. And Paulo Costa I've put in there as well, because these are like the two main, like, politically kind of active speaking Brazilians that will like mention political shit, and we know are both based. You know, we see Paulo Costa's Twitter. It's excellent stuff. Moicano tweets a lot of good stuff, says a lot of good stuff as well. This guy's been going around on his fucking world tour of exterminating soyness. You know, called out America, went to France. French. I love how he just, like, first thing he says, grabs the mic, he's like, French. Like, listen, French. And then just go, fuck Macron, global, like, just goes on his full political fucking tirade. So Moicano would do an excellent job. Paulo Costa, I think, would do a great job as well. These two can be fucking co-leaders or whatever, joint political leaders, and they would make Brazil great again, you know. What would that be? Mate, that wouldn't really work. Mugba. I'm being so autistic right now. I'm recording this at fucking 12:30 a.m. Anyway, let's move on though to another country. Now, for the UK, I've kind of split the three different representatives of the different sides of things into one slide, I should say. You got Paddy Pimblett. This is, guys, easy money. You know, I swear to fucking God, lad, I'm a socialist. Paddy's a socialist, I'm pretty sure that's what he said in the past. Darren Till, mate, I told my fucking MCL. Till's being based on Twitter recently. Go check his Twitter replies. He's just calling everyone the Manel Cap word. You know, the FAGGOT. Just replying it to everyone on Twitter. It's quite amazing stuff, as long as he hasn't deleted it. He's just people are saying, like, oh, fuck Trump, fuck Vance, this is terrible, the whole country's ruined, and he's just responding, just saying, your whole team is a bunch of... That's what Till's channeling his Manel Cap, or Charles. It's Charles Radke Fight Week, so what better time for Trump to get elected than Charles Radke Fight Week? But... who am I even talking about? Till would be the kind of based side of politics in the UK. I don't even know if there is. Like, does the UK actually... MMA Guru, I know you're watching this video, you're probably not, but someone go ask MMA Guru in his next live stream or whatever, does UK actually fucking have, like, a based political party, or are they all kind of soy, and one's just more soy than the other? I'm not sure how UK works. But... yeah, we've got Till and Paddy, and then, of course, you might have noticed, Anshul Jubilees are due not to redeem, what the bloody fuck, sir. Anshul Jubilee, you know, just for diversity, you know, we've had Kamala Harris running in the US, so who's to say Anshul Jubilee cannot run in the UK? He's a UK citizen, he's not, but, like, if he was a UK citizen, could, like, 10 years, 20 years down the road, we're seeing Anshul Jubilee quit his fucking tech support job, and he's run an office, you know. Do not redeem, sir. But anyway, yeah, Jubilee, you know, who was the last one? Rishi Sunak. He was fucking that guy. Jubilee, people said he was, like, somewhat based, but also a bit of a cunt, so I think that's the same with all politicians, to be honest. I don't think there's any, like, purely good politicians, and if you think there are, then, I don't know, let me know, but you're probably wrong. But yeah, Jubilee would probably, end up about 10-20 years time. I'm a visionary, bro. I'm seeing the future. Jubilee's gonna fucking be a PM of Europe, of some country in Europe, realistically, via being Indian. Don't ask how, but it'll happen. We're not far away from that happening everywhere, to be honest. But anyway, let's move on swiftly to the next country. For Ireland, we have two options. Now, one's the great option and one's the terrible option. Now, you might ask why McGregor would be a great option, because it would just be fucking hilarious. He is clearly would be a fucking awful president. Or Prime Minister, whatever they have in Ireland. I don't know, Australia, we got PM, America, you got President, anywhere else, I got no fucking clue, to be honest with you. But, Conor McGregor, you cannot tell me having this dude as the elected leader of a country would not just be funny as fuck. Even if he's vastly underqualified to lead a country. Who cares? You know, there's been fucking cricket players cricket players that have fucking led their country, other, like, boxers and shit. Didn't Pacquiao fucking do his thing? Yeah, but, guys, come on, Connor, Prime Minister, President, she'll be fucking funny as hell. It would just be, look at the moon, man. I'll slap that now. Connor, what are your thoughts on recently elected UK leader, Anshul Jubilee? I'll slap the nails on. Fuck it. Like, grab her a scruff of the neck. Tell party I was really a fucking ding dong of a thing. Little fucking tech support worker, yeah. Anshul Jubilee, fucking man, backwards cunt. Connor, Senator Eileen Flynn has said she will not nominate me to wash the dishes. Senator, how disrespectful. I nominate you to brush your teeth and see the dentist. Because you deserve a cause to bring back masks in his country. You didn't even get voted in, you were used as a like, Connor's just gonna be going on the most fucking hilariously based political fucking speeches ever. Like, he already does his thing regardless. Like, he went on some fucking rant about, like, immigration and stuff. He would be based. I'm sorry, Connor, he might be objectively a bad person and potentially have essayed someone, allegedly. Probably multiple people, if we're being honest. Look, I'm not making allegations, but it's not unlikely, I'll say that. But in terms of his policy, I think Connor would be fucking amazing. Might not be the best idea to have the leader of your country out on yachts every fucking weekend banging fours in clubs, but, like, still, it'd be good fun. But the other option, the depressing option, is Ian Gary. Leila, can I fucking sit in the corner and watch, please? Ian Gary, so this is the more realistic option with how most of Europe's trending at the moment, to be honest. But Ian Gary, look, could he be a leader? He'd be like, if you know, he'd be like the Tsar in fucking early 1900s Russia. He'd be a shit leader that everyone fucking hates, and his wife's getting banged by fucking Rasputin, otherwise known as, I don't know, who would be the Rasputin in this circumstance. Like, he doesn't want to let the country, he doesn't run the country himself, he goes and just fucks off to go command the war effort, is what the Tsar did, and just leaves Rasputin in charge with his wife, and that's what Ian Gary would do. If you know, you know. I'm just finishing up my year 12 history class. So it's good fun. But anyway, let's move on though to another country. Look, now this is the only potential good option to revive France from the dead and potentially get that country back in working order. Maybe he's not qualified at all to be a politician, but who cares? Let's just bring back military leadership. Bring back military control of countries. It works great, of course. It's never gone wrong. And let's get BSD in charge of France. French. I'm surprised Moicano didn't go out there and say, this guy Benoit Saint-Denis is better leader than Macron, my brother. This guy is fucking terrible prime minister. You guys are going to shit, man. Like, I'm surprised Moicano didn't fucking say something like that. But yeah, BSD, who cares if he doesn't know how to run a country? He's been involved in the military before. He'll have connections. He'll figure it out. He'd probably do a better job than Macron, let's be honest. And he'd probably be more popular with the French people. Like, I'm sorry, maybe French is just... France, I'm turning to maybe French. Maybe France has just turned that far soy now that they wouldn't. And and then some of them are okay with Macron. I don't think many people like Macron though, to be honest. So I don't know. Maybe let's get fucking BSD in charge, and that'll be a good time, and that'll not go badly at all. Unfortunately, I think it's less likely that we get BSD as Prime Minister of France, and more likely that we get Taylor Lapulus or William Gomi or maybe a Nasruddin Mavov. Because let's be honest, that's who seems to be dominating the French populace right now, and the widely expanding European populace as well, which is rapidly growing with non-European people, which is interesting. But let's move on to another country. Next up for Spain, Ilia Aptoro. Slap the nails off him. Little ding-dong of a thing. Look, the reason why I'm saying that, like, obviously, when it comes down to it, all jokes aside, yeah, none of these guys are going to fucking get elected. But, hear me out, because, like, there are just people that won't know who they are, but, like, with the youth, or, like, the 20 to, like, if you just polled, like, 15 to, like, 40-year-old men, or like 15 to 35-year-old men in these countries. I actually think some of these UFC fighters would actually have a decent chance if they were running against like soy enough fucking opponents. And when I say something like with like Spain or something, who I'm talking about now, Ilia Abtoro and Joel Alvarez. I chucked Joel in there just because he's really the only other like notable Spanish fighter. And Ilia moved to Spain. I don't know. Obviously, he's got a Spanish citizenship. He obviously speaks Spanish. I don't know how it works there. Would Ilia be able to actually get into like politics in Spain because he's not like a original citizen from there? Let me know. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm getting confused with Ilia's fucking background and shit. But Alvarez, in case Ilia can't, we got Alvarez as the backup. Either one of these dudes, I think, would have a decent... Ilia is becoming a fucking massive star in Spain. This is what I mean. Maybe the fucking 90-year-old grandmas and shit, or the 80-year-olds don't know who Ilia is. But, like, most of the male populace, and maybe the women wouldn't vote for him, but most of the male populace under fucking 50 years of age might, like, see Ilia just being the fucking best martial artist in the world, and if he just came up with some based policies and just drew inspiration from elsewhere and was like, yeah, we're gonna fucking stop all the immigrants from coming in, and they're gonna be like, yeah, let's go. Like, they would probably just support him if he said the most basic shit, just because of like how much respect he's gained in Spain. So I think Ilia, I think Joel Alvarez, some of these guys, maybe not Alvarez just because he's not quite as known, but like these really big name UFC guys could probably secure some votes, as crazy as it. Not in like a full presidential election maybe, but like if they ran just in like their local thing, or I don't know, but some of them I think would have a better chance than you think, at least with like a percentage of the demographic. Anyway, let's move on though to another country. Next up, Manel Kape, the absolute based one himself. Now he's losing some aura, but I'm telling you, he's gonna win. He's going to get a W over Bruno Silva in Tampa, which for some reason he's fighting on the prelims, and he is going to go like, your whole team is a bush. Like, I don't know. He's going to drop it. He's going to say it again, Radke. He's going to fucking just drop the F slur, the fucking F word, if you know what I mean. And he's going to just have a great time, and he's going to win back his basedness. And yeah, Kape, I don't know, maybe, I don't know how Portugal elects their guys over there, but I feel like Kape, let's bring back authoritarian fucking dictatorships in Europe. Let's bring back based fucking German chancellors. Kape's not German, but, let's bring back that style of leadership. Come on, let's 40s Europe. It was a great time. Let's Manel Kape as leader of Portugal would be great. Anyway, let's move on to another country. Next up, Jan Blachowicz and Mateusz Raumbecki for Poland. Again, some of these I'm kind of straying away from, like guys who have actively been like outspoken politically. But Poland is based. Now, let's look at Poland. I'm not going to get too far into the weeds here, but let's look at the crime statistics of Poland. It's a lot lower than other places such as Germany or France. It's a lot lower than the UK. It's a lot lower than a lot of places in Europe. Now let's just unrelated, clear your mind of that statistic. Let's look at immigration rates in Europe. Poland, coincidentally, a lot lower than Germany and France. We're going to keep calling it France because it works. UK, they all have a lot higher crime rates and a lot higher immigration rates. Now, maybe, correlation doesn't necessarily equal causation. That's what I'm learning in school right now. But, it's worth a ponder. You can take a think about it. But I don't know. Rebecca fucking Blachowicz probably would be based, I'd assume. I think a lot of Polish people are probably pretty based. I've seen a Tyler Oliveira YouTube video where he went around asking Poland, like, what do you guys think about the policy to shoot illegal immigrants if they're trying to run across the border and shit? And they're like, I support it, we're defending our country. It's like, based Poland. So yeah, I think Rebecca and Blachowicz should do a good job upholding these practices. Let's move on. This is the fucking death of my future career pathways. I better hope this YouTube channel makes it big, because otherwise I'm not getting a job anywhere else. Let's move on though to another country. Look, I gotta skim through some of these to get through this video and keep it under maybe 30 minutes hopefully. Khabib, fucking warlord of Chechnya, warlord of fucking Dagestan. Hamzat, he's not here, but you can imagine Hamzat, warlord of fucking Chechnya. Alhamdulillah, brother. Fuck. We do not have. I'm sorry, I don't want to keep getting into like political discussions for each of these places, but I think it was the leader of Chechnya. I think it was Kadyrov. When they asked him, "What do you guys think about homosexuals?" Like, we do not have any of them here. They deport them all to Canada, which is amazing. Very fitting place to send them to as well. We send them. He's like, "What do you think about gays, homosexuals? Do you have any of those here?" It's like, "No, we send them all to Canada." Based Kadyrov. He's a scumbag, but it's a good thing to say. Anyway, Khabib can go fucking run the cliffs. Let's move on though to another country. I said different country, but we're in the same country. Pavlovich and Volkov for mainland. It's not, Dagestan's not off the mainland, but like main city, populated Russia, non-cliff, less inbred Russia. Pavlovich and Volkov, bro. I'm telling you, if we get fucking 10 years time and you soys end up with fucking, I don't know, like Dean, whatever that guy's name is, that fucking debated Charlie Kirk or whatever. You end up with that guy as your fucking president, or fucking Parker, the soy. If you end up with one of those motherfuckers as your president, and we look across at Russia, and they got fucking Pavlovich and Volkov joint running the fucking country, you might just have to concede and be like, yeah, I know we've been on this like Russia, boo Russia, we've got to defend ourselves from Russia, defend the world from communism, but I'm sorry, if you look across and you see fucking Pavlovich and Volkov as leaders of Russia, while you guys have some fucking soy liberal, like, you might have to just reconsider your hating Russia thing and be like, alright, respect, but these guys are doing something right. These guys, Pavlovich is based, what he posted on Twitter a while ago, NATO's worst nightmare. You already know this guy is just doubling fucking the military effort in Ukraine. Like, he's just wiping all of them out himself. And then Volkov as well. I think like Pavlovich would be like the military leader, and Volkov could be like the actual president maybe. I know these two don't like each other, but what better way to bring friendship back together than with terrorizing half of Eastern Europe? Let's move on though to another country. Dricus du Plessis, first African champion, real African, training out of Africa, breathing the African air. That's real African champion, and I will be the first real African president in the UFC. That's who I'll be. Dricus du Plessis, I'm working on the du Plessis impression. It's not quite there, as with most of them. But anyway, Dricus, I think, would be a great president for South Africa. Bring back apartheid. No, I'm joking, of course. But Dricus du Plessis, I don't know what policies he'd have. I'm sure they'd be good. I'm sure he'd do a great job, Dricus. I don't know who's the fucking leader of South Africa right now. I'm not sure. I'm talking about, some people genuinely like, bro, you don't do any research for these videos, man. Like, I've got comments like that. Like, I did a politics related video a while ago, and someone's like, why are you talking about politics, bro? You haven't done any research. I'm like, yeah, no shit. It's just funny. It's funny to joke about Dricus du Plessis bringing back apartheid. This is so retarded. Anyway, du Plessis, what do you think his policies would be? I don't know. We'll find out. Elect him. Anyway, let's move on though to another country. Alexander Volkanovski. As an Australian, we need to elect this guy and get fucking Anthony Albanese and all the other random fucking old cunts that don't know what they're doing out of Parliament and get Volkman in. We'll get fucking Whitaker as the vice fucking PM or whatever. I don't even know the political system in my own country, to be honest. Who's the vice fucking leader? Who knows? We'll get fucking JDM as the Minister of Foreign Affairs or whatever. Whitaker can be like Secretary of fucking State. I don't know. I'm just naming random fucking jobs that sound political. Minister of Immigration, we'll get fucking Steve Ercek. Just Ercek's just chilling at the desk being like, no, don't let this guy. I'm not even going to bother with a Steve Ercek. Just, can I put on a list? Don't leave this one in fucking, this guy looks like a fucking immigrant. I don't know what I'm doing. But Volk, you had your chance, you're fucking done. You tried to cross the fucking into the country illegally. We'll fucking ship you off to Christmas Island. It's over for you. Stand up for yourselves. Volkanovski, it's funny how Australians can't do other Australian accents very well. Not to say any of my impressions are good, but like the Australian ones are like arguably worse. And like Whitaker, JDM's just like, I don't know, I have to grab the cash and dash. Like, fuck, I don't know what he's doing. But yeah, we could get a good crew going. We'll get Erceg, JDM, Whitaker. It'd be a great time. Get fucking Jamie Malarkey, could just be like the Peter Dutton of the just that ugly cunt that no one likes. If you know, you know. Any Australians watching, let me know if you're a fan of Peter Dutton. He's a fucking retard. Yeah, but he looks like a lizard. He looks like Voldemort. But anyway, we'll get who'd be the Pauline Hanson. I'm naming names so you guys might not know. Pauline Hanson, she's not even in like the major political party. She's got a party. She's got her own party called the One Nation. She's basically like fucking like crazily, like almost overly based, to be honest. She said she didn't want to eat. She's excessive. She said she didn't want to eat meat that was halal. Because she's like, it's cursed or some shit. It's fucking nuts what's going on. Anyway, let's move on though to another country. Oh, Georgia, who cares? I just included them in the video. Marab and fucking Delidsy. Just two very inbred people. Marab more so, obviously. I don't know, Georgia seems to like Marab. He can go lead over there. Let's move on though to another country. Next up, Shavkat Rakhmonov for Kazakhstan. He's literally got, like, relationships with the fucking Kazakh leader. Like, this guy is, like, low-key just chill with, like, Kazakh leadership. This guy's based. Well, I don't know what Shavkat's doing. But he probably could end up just being a fucking leader. I don't know. He seems chill. He seems like he knows what's going on over there. Maybe he's based. I don't know what Shavkat's tweeted some cool shit on Twitter, but I feel like a lot of it's probably like his manager or he's using like Google Translate or something. But like, I want to know what this guy thinks politically. Like, I want to know, like, yeah, Shavkat, give us what are your thoughts on immigration? Like, I don't know. Cannabis, like, what's he doing? Shavkat, I want to know what this guy's thinking. You know, he's just looking so mysterious all the time. Like, bro, you're not nonchalant. Like, just tell us what you want to say. Anyway, let's move on though to another country. You know, per video, I got to include one woman because you guys have been asking for, you know, diversity, inclusion, just like Kamala Harris. So we will include Valentina Shevchenko. All jokes aside, again, she's also got, I think she's like met with the Kyrgyzstan president, prime minister, whatever. She knows them. They're chill. They're on a first name basis. You know, they call her Val, probably. But I don't know. Shevchenko, she's done like, I swear she's like a fucking spy, bro. She speaks like 12 languages. She speaks Spanish. At the fucking no checkout, she starts speaking Spanish. There's no way a Kyrgyzstan Russian-born chick who's oh no, she's part Peruvian though, to be fair. But I was like, I think that's what is she like slightly part, maybe she's I don't know if I'm bugging, but I was like, there's no way you just speak Spanish as a fucking Kyrgyzstan Russian chick. Like, you've got to be a fucking international spy. But yeah, she could probably have some sort of level of political power within Kyrgyzstan. Let's move on though to another country. Joel Romero, where are you? I feel like he could just be a leader of Cuba, low-key, would just be chilly. He's already been down with all the fucking Cuba, like the genetic fucking breeding plants or whatever they got going on there, the super soldier fucking programs, the labs that they're fucking creating these dudes in. So yeah, he'd be chill. He'd go down there. He could be like a military leader of Cuba. Maybe not like the president or prime minister or whatever, but he could be the like a military leader, I feel like, Romero. Anyway, let's move on. Next up, rest of South America. Let's go. Vallejos, Argentina. This dude's based. If you haven't seen on Twitter, this guy knows what's up. You know, he's chill. Vallejos. He might be stepping in on short notice to fight at MSG as well, by the sounds of it, which is cool. Also, we got Ignacio Bahamondes for Chile. I said on my YouTube community post I was going to do this video, and some people commented. A Chilean viewer of mine, commented to put Ignacio Bahamondes, so I'll put him in here as well. We got Cheeto Vera, bring back cartel leadership. You know, this dude's definitely a member of the fucking cartel. Get him in there. Bring back more not bring back, it's still there, obviously. Bring back more drug trade, increase drug trade, increase cartel leadership. Or maybe he takes the opposite approach and he knows all the fucking cartels and he just switches tune and then puts them all in fucking jail. I don't know. See what approach Cheeto would take. And then lastly, Jairzinho Rozenstruik, my brother. He could be the leader of Suriname, I guess, because that's where he's from. And yeah, who cares about the other countries? We're not getting fucking Claudio Puellas as the leader for fucking Peru, bro. And we're not getting Jose Medina as the fucking leader for Bolivia. Like, rest of South America, get your shit together. Get some more fucking fighters in the UFC. Ecuador. Did I put the fucking Colombian flag for Cheeto. I don't know. I swear, no, I did put the Ecuadorian flag, didn't I? Are there any Colombians? There's some Colombians or like Venezuelans or whatever. Who cares? Anyway, let's move on though to the last person to talk about. I saved this one till last deliberately just to reduce the amount of people who are probably going to be here for this one. But if you made it to the end of the video, congratulations, you get the most controversial part. It's not even that controversial. It's just like I've just named the only real Jewish and Palestinian fighters in the UFC. Natan Levy versus Bilal Muhammad versus. Like, they're gonna have a fucking matchup. Winner takes the West Bank. No, chill. I gotta make a fight poster for that. I'll post that soon. I'll make a Bilal Muhammad versus Natan Levy. Or, if you want to go same weight class, Natan Levy versus Abdul Karim El Salwadi, whose fight nickname is literally the Pride of Palestine. So that's quite interesting. But yeah, Bilal versus Natan Levy / Abdul Karim Salwadi versus Natan Levy. Yanela Shmuz. Get him involved, because I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, he's an Israeli Muslim, which is interesting. Very interesting. But I might be tripping there. But I think someone mentioned that to me when I was talking about Yanela Shmuz, and I made a Jew joke, and he said, "No, he's not Jewish. He's Israeli Muslim." I was like, "What? What are you talking about, man?" Fuck, I was about to finish the fucking Russell Westbrook quote there, and say a word that I'm not allowed to, but what am I doing here? This is 1 a.m. left lane recording right here. This is you're getting pure unfiltered left lane. Just not knowing what I'm saying because I'm too tired. But yeah, Natan Levy versus Bilal Muhammad fight poster coming soon. I got to start doing that. Could be a thing. I could start making fight posters for shit like that. Yeah, winner takes the West Bank. What was Rumble in the Jungle? We got fucking shootout in the sand. Shootout in the, I don't know, fucking. Someone come up with a play on words for Rumble in the Jungle, but for Gaza. Grenade throw in the Gaza Strip. I don't fucking know. Bilal Muhammad, Natan Levy. Yeah, we'll end it here. Bilal, I don't know if he's Palestinian. It seems like he's from Chicago to me. Seems like he gets down with the hood. Some O Block. Bilal Muhammad, yeah, I reckon he'd win O Block if he ran in O Block. But anyway, I'm going to stop the fucking video there before I go over 40 minutes and before I get my channel permanently taken off YouTube. This is why you guys subscribe, because I'm not monetized, and if I was, certainly wouldn't be after this, so who cares? Anyway, that'll do it, guys. Let me know which fighters I think I missed. I didn't talk about anyone for New Zealand. I know I don't want to live in a world where Izzy would be a fucking political representative. Dan Hooker's brain is mush, and Kara France's a midget, so they're not going to elect any of them. Maybe Carlos Solberg. What other countries? Japan, I guess. Tatsuro Taira. Fucking South Korea will get zombie, I don't know. But yeah, apart from that, see you guys. Goodbye. See you in the next one. Peace out. This video is so retarded. Guy, bye. Fuck off.